Hey, this is Ryan, and today I'm going to show you how to use Jenkins to automatically deploy your CloudFormation templates every time you make a new commit to your repo. Starting off, let's create a job. Click Pipeline. We'll call this Jenkins Pipeline. Okay. And again, I'm following along with Raj's channel. And I'll link this in the description, but it's under run CloudFormation from GitHub using Jenkins Pipeline. Alright, so here's our pipeline. We want to click on GitHub hook trigger. And scroll down to our pipeline, and we want pipeline script from SCM, that's source code management. We'll select Git. For repository, go to our repo, copy that, paste in here, add your credentials. So you'll add your GitHub username and your password. And also in your instance, you want to make sure you download Git if you haven't already. So do sudo yum install Git. I got mine set to main. You can check here, it'll show either main or master. I got main. And script path is Jenkins file. Got my Jenkins file right here. We have our AWS CloudFormation create stack. We're going to create a new S3 bucket, and it's going to pull this information from this JSON file. And also make sure this matches US East 1. Okay, that looks good there. Let's save it. One more thing I forgot to show is if you go back to configure, since we have this GitHub hook trigger checked, you have to go to your GitHub, click on settings. So where are you at? Settings, webhooks, click edit, or for you, probably click add new. But make sure you copy your Jenkins URL. So for me, that will be this, ending in port 8080. Make sure you do /github-webhook, and make sure you have the slash here. Click on application JSON. This is all fine. Okay, update. That means every time you make a new commit to this repo, it will trigger your new deployment in Jenkins. Next, we need to create a role for EC2 instance. So we go to IAM, create role, AWS service, EC2, permission. We need S3 full access, select that. CloudFormation full access. Lastly, SSM manage instance core. I'll explain this next. So next tags, review, role name, just call this Jenkins. Yeah, I'll just call this Jenkins, that'll work. Create role. Okay, going back to our instances, select our instance, actions, security, and modify IAM role. So we'll choose the new role we made. That's Jenkins. Save that. Okay. What we'll do next is go to AWS. I'll just retype it in. AWS Systems Manager. I'm still new to this, so I don't know how to explain it too well, but we're basically going to give our systems manager access to our instance, so we don't have to worry about security keys and all that. So if you do, I think get started. I already did this, but you can create a new configuration. You just select create, click that, next. Keep everything the same here and just click create. So I already did that. Go back to Systems Manager. Explore Sessions Manager. And this is where we want to start a session. So here's our EC2 instance. I'm going to select that. It says the version of SSM agent. Okay, so I think when this happens, cancel. Let's try refresh. Okay, when this happens, I think we need to reboot our instance first. So we'll do instance date, reboot, successfully rebooted. Okay, let's try refresh. That doesn't work. Explore Session Manager, start session. Okay, now it works. For whatever reason, you just go back in the Session Manager and redo it. Okay, so start session. We have to make sure this is configured for AWS, so AWS configure, enter, US East 1. Okay, that's already configured. Okay, so Systems Manager should now be set up to take control of our instance. If I go to CloudFormation, I don't have any stacks here. We have 5 S3 buckets currently, so I hope this goes up to 6. So if we go to our pipeline, let's expand that. And I think I have to start off with a first build. So I'll do a build now. See what happens. Nothing's happening. Okay, so I selected build now. I'm just gonna get a new build going first. And if you select this and do console output, it'll give you the log files. It says finished success. Okay. So if we go to CloudFormation, it shows our stack is it's currently being created. So I manually started this pipeline. But what I want to show is when you make a commit to a file, I want to have Jenkins automatically deploy a new CloudFormation template. So I'm just going to delete this. Delete. Give that a second. Okay, starting back from scratch. So I have one build here. What I want to do is make a commit and have the second build automatically show up. I'll go to our JSON template, edit, just change something in the description. Doesn't matter what you change. Commit change. Go back to Jenkins. So any second now there should be, okay, here we go. Build number 2, it's pending. So that shows that our commit, it worked because it automatically created the build. So you can select that again, go to console output, and it already finished. That is a success. Going back to CloudFormation, refresh, and here we go. Our new stack is creating, and what this will create is a new bucket. Okay, it changed from 5 to 6. And we'll do creation date. Here's our new bucket we just created. That means it worked. All right, so we're finished with that, and that's all I wanted to show today is how to use Jenkins to automatically deploy new commits to our AWS console.